Hey, from Bugeye Guy, this is Bug Vet, a beautiful blue bugeye that's heading today to Nantucket to its new home, all dressed up with its weather gear in place. And that gives me an opportunity to share with you a little about side curtains. Some people have asked for a video about these. So I've got this one in place, and this, of course, is how you open the side curtain. These are brand new, so they're a little tight, but it allows you to reach in to open the door latch, which is right there. And the side curtains attached to these two thumb screws here and here, which are just tightened down by hand, is really all you need. And that makes the assembly pretty snug and firm on the door. And then you're looking for a nice tight fit here. A lot of times these side curtains will bow out, allowing air and water to leak through. It's not a perfect setup. I mean, again, on an $1,800 car when it was new in 1958, they didn't really have the weather thing perfected, but that's a pretty nice seal, and as side curtains go, that's really about as good as it gets. Now this is a brand new side curtain with new felt gaskets and a new aluminum frame. It's an excellent reproduction of the original and nice tight windows. And many people want to rebuild the old ones, but in most cases it's a lot easier to just buy the new ones. You get new gaskets all the way around the perimeter and new felt and new glass, or plexiglass that is, windows. So we have those in our catalog for sale. We also have the parts if you want to try rebuilding them, but the new product is just a really nice unit. Let me show you on the other side how these go on the car. Now I have these stored in one of our side curtain wallets, which are deliberately soft lined so that we don't scratch up this plexiglass. That's the most vulnerable part of these, and most of these spend their whole life in the boot and often get scratched pretty badly, and then they become useless. So that's why the bag is so important, is it protects the plexi. So to put this on, I've already loosened these two thumb screws so that we're ready. And let's see if I can do this with one hand while I hold the camera. We just put the two brackets forward, if you can see that, forward of the thumb screws, and slide the assembly aft. And we want to make sure it's all the way aft so that it properly engages these thumb screws. They're basically just hooks. Now I've got little pieces of inner tube over the hooks here to protect this cockpit trim piece. They tend to get very badly scratched, and after 50 years most of these are pretty beat up. But we've polished these, so to try and protect them I have a piece of inner tube over this piece. It's not a very elegant solution, but it does work. You might try a piece of heat shrink tubing over yours to get something more snug over this bracket. So once you have this all the way aft, which, let's just double check, yep, then you just simply, hang on before I turn you upside down, we want to just tighten these. You can tighten them by hand. Some people might use a coin or a key to snug them up, but you just get these good and tight. That one was pretty loose, and I'll retighten those after the video. But again, we're looking for a good fit here, and on some of these cars you actually have to hold out the window while you close the door to keep this from binding. Now if you're inside, you would simply push the window outward as you close the door. But that's what you're looking for on a nice fit. Again, it fits snugly around here. Never perfect, but when it's this nice, that's about as good as it gets on a Bugeye.